Have you ever thought of wanting to have like an AI assistant like Jarvis or Friday like Iron Man or maybe a smarter, more talkative Alexa? Well, today I'll be introducing to you ways you can actually have an AI assistant to talk to. If you're not satisfied with the projects you have been seeing, you can make your own. I'll be listing libraries and tools which can help you build your own AI assistant. With a little help of ChatGPT and some little knowledge of Python programming, you'll be good as gold. Over here of mine, you can see I have actually implemented my own little AI assistant with help of ChatGPT, and well, it turned out good enough and pretty amazing. So I'll be breaking down tools available to help you make your own AI assistant. I'll be listing each things you would need to choose. Firstly, we'll start off with LLMs, or the core brain of the AI itself. LLMs are large language models, which is like basically like ChatGPT, GPT 3.5, GPT 4. Those are like LLMs or GPT families, as you would call it. The bigger the model, the better. Up to 30 billion parameters are pretty good number because after that you start see diminishing returns. Well, unless you are pretty rich like OpenAI, like GPT 3.5 have 187 billion or something. GPT 4 is a trillion, which is no wonder they're pretty smart. But a 13 billion is good enough as a chatting companion or AI assistant you can talk to. It's pretty good speed and not too dumb. But for the best speed, I would recommend a 7 billion model and run it on your GPU if it's possible. If you have 8 gig of GPU VRAM, you're good to go. Secondly, model loader on Inference. This is where you decide between running your LLMs on a GPU or a CPU. While a GPU is a better option, it is kind of expensive and not within reach of many people because you would obviously want to run bigger models like 13 billion, 30 billion models. You would likely resort to using CPU and then putting the model in RAM instead of VRAM. While it's a lot slower, technology have been improving and making it better than ever. So many people opt to use CPU and offload it to GPU for calculation instead. This allows you to run much bigger model than what your GPU could handle. Next is GY. For those of you who just want to talk to your AI assistant, you can just go with SillyTavern, koboldcpp, or possibly text generation web UI. Or build your own, which is what I'm doing. Each has their own pros and cons. You should see one which you like the most. I personally opt for a custom one which I am building. With the help of GPT-4, it is possible to build up my own with enough brain, prompting, and time. You could probably even make functionality like Alexa if you're smart enough to actually code it up. Next would be speech to text, or basically transcribing your voice. You would have an option between Whisper and Serlo, but I would personally go with Whisper because well it's pretty good and accurate and nice. It comes in a variety of size. I would probably go for large or medium. It's pretty good either way. There's even Whisper in a CPP version, or you could use like a sort of a wrapper called Faster Whisper, which is what I'm up for. It uses a lot less resource, which is the main problem of Whisper if you use the original version, which is written in Python, which makes it a resource hoarder. Now on to text to speech. Now this is kind of a tough part because while you have a paid option, which is like 11 labs or something along those lines, they can cost you a lot of money over time. So people would opt for offline version which you can run locally like Serlo, TSS, Bark, or Tutors. While local one wouldn't be comparable to a paid one, it's pretty decent. For example, Serlo is the one which uses the least resource and time. And it's pretty decent. It has a voice output. You could hear it. I'll show you an example.
I think you can definitely include those features in your video along with the libraries.
And Bark, It's more of like a coin flip. You get a 50-50 on whether you get a good audio. This one takes a lot more resources and a decent amount of time. And finally, we have Totor's TS. This one is pretty good. I would say it's one of the better version between those three. But the drawback is that it's extremely slow, as the name suggests. The author named it Totor's because it's extremely slow. As you can see, technology right now is more advanced than ever. It is possible to make your own AI assistant, AI companion to talk to within your own machine. You don't need to talk with those boring Alexa or Google Assistant anymore. You can have more exciting conversation with your own personalized AI. And that's it for the video. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have suggestion or maybe things you would like to share. That's it for the video and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.